Hey YouTube, welcome to my video if you're new, and welcome back to my video if you're not new.
I can take you off, and you'll give us to it all. Sweet for me when I don't go. I can take you off, and you'll give us to it all. Nothing at all.
I am a nursing major at Bethune Cookman University, and I am here today to give you a realistic makeup routine along with a little story time of me in college, along with advice for new freshmen coming to college. Before I get started talking and running my mouth, the first thing I'm gonna do is prep my face with primer. I already did my eyebrows and I already moisturized, so I'm gonna use the NYX Shine Killer on my face, and let's get started. First thing I'm going to talk about is deciding your school. Deciding your school is a big step as a freshman. This is where you're about to be living for the next long time. Before you make your decision, visit your school. That's my biggest advice I can give to any incoming freshman. Visit. It is very important to visit your school because you'll know by the end of my video that I did not visit my school. Visit your school before you come, because you have to realize that every school is not what they put out. And that was my biggest issue. If y'all see me looking over, it's because I'm looking in mirrors. I didn't visit, and I kind of just focused on social media and whatever they were putting out, and it's a lie. So just letting you know, visit your school. Before you make your decision, write down what you're gonna, what your school offers, or what your schools that you've gotten accepted to offers, along with your major and what classes you have to take for your major. Also, talk to your counselor. Talk to her. Become besties with your counselor, because she has her hands over your future. And they won't talk to you. You need to talk to them. You're paying these people. Remember that. So that's my biggest advice on deciding your school. The next thing I'm going to talk about is more Bethune-Cookman related. So if you're not going to Bethune-Cookman, I really don't know. I can't really speak for you guys, but I can speak for me at Bethune-Cookman. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is freshman orientation. The first whole week is freshman week. So only people who are on campus are freshmen. All week, all we did was sit in the PAC, which is our Performance Arts Center, and listen to them talk about nothing. Now, the information they give you is important. I'm about to go in with the NARS, by the way. For a freshman week, if you compare yourself to other schools, it's quite boring. Now, you can't compare yourself to other schools because your school is totally different than anyone else's. But at the same time, you're going to. Because you're going to see your friends at their school and what they're doing, especially on social media. And it's going to make you think like, oh, well, my school isn't. And so freshman orientation, it was okay. It was fun once they got to like the fun parts. Freshman week, you get to like try the calf and see what's in the area. It's no classes that week, and you're really just getting adjusted to living on campus. You meet your RAs, which that's a whole nother thing because we didn't meet our RAs. I've heard though from like people who do go to my school who are older than me that in the past freshman orientation at Bethune has been better, but you never know. The next thing I'm going to talk about is freshman week. During freshman week, utilize it. I met one of my friends during freshman week, and we were friends for a really long time because freshman week, you really don't know anyone. Make your friends during freshman week because it helps during the school year. Because once you get classes and all of that, you're not going to want to make friends for real. Like, you're going to be really focused, especially if you're, I don't want to say into school, but into school. You're going to be really focused because it's your first time in college. Like, I got to do good. That's what's going through your head. let me just stop right here and let y'all know what I did so far on my face. So I have primed my face and I just put my layer of foundation on. Love NARS, by the way. So if you guys are like interested in purchasing NARS, I say yes. It gives coverage to your face. So if you want to purchase NARS, I'm definitely a NARS fan, especially for our color skin. Yeah, let's get back into the story. So my freshman week, I met my friends, and that was kind of it freshman week. We really didn't do much here at my school. Wasn't really any parties freshman week. Just basic, regular. So the next thing I'm gonna talk about is freshman move-in. Freshman move-in is quite hectic at Bethune. Now, when they say do your check-in early, do your check-in early. Because everybody is thinking, let's get there at 8 a.m. so we're not standing in a long line. So that means everybody who's thinking that is gonna be standing in that line. And you're not gonna wanna stand in that line, I promise. I promise you you're not. So I did my check-in before I got to school. Because I did my early check-in, I was able to like skip the line. Not really skip, but like it was just a shorter line. And at Bethune, you have to go to the CCT, I think is what it's called. And you basically check in one room. Then you have to go down and check in another room. Also, I am using CoverGirl Clean Invincible in the shade 180. And I'm just gonna put it in the crease of my eye, right here, around like the arch of my nose, and then just a little bit out here on both sides. So where you move in is not where you get your key, and where you get your key is not where you're gonna stay. Overall, I got my key. Then we went to my dorm. So when you go to your dorm, they're gonna ask you for a paper. You're gonna think that's your last time using that paper. It's not. You're gonna use that paper in CCE when you check in. You're also gonna use that paper when you go to get your key. And then when you move into your dorm, you're gonna use that paper again. So don't throw it away. Don't throw it away. And then when you go, anywhere you go when you move in, take it with you, is all I'm gonna say. Because if there's anything that happens, they're gonna ask you for your paper. So take it with you. The move-in process for fall is the same move-in process for spring. Also, I just put a little bit of a lighter concealer on the outside of my darker concealer, which is in shade 160. Same by CoverGirl Clean Invincible. After you get to your dorm, you're gonna move in and all the good fun stuff, you know, get to see your room, nice. Now, reality check. I'm gonna say if you're going to Bethune, pick phase. But at the same time, I don't stay in phase. I stay in J-Flow. And I love J-Flow. Compared to phase, like I have friends in phase. And it's okay. It's like bougie ghetto. Like we stay in the ghetto because we stay in an older building. And, you know, our dorms aren't as big. Our ceilings aren't as high. Our windows aren't as big. Oh, and we don't have elevators. It is what it is for the amenities that it has. Phase is 5 floors while J-Flow is 3 floors, and then J-Flow is a lot quieter. So if you want a quiet environment, I say pick J-Flow. But if you want, you know, a hype environment, meeting people, pick Phase. But if you just are a quiet person, or it's easier for you to make friends without being around a whole bunch of people, you can pick J-Flow. It's not horrible, I promise. Now, it has its downfalls. It does. It's been times where the water been off, but it's okay for what it is. While we do this, I'm gonna wet my beauty sponge and mix in my concealer. When I say wet, I don't mean wet, like it's just a little damp. That's kind of it about moving. It's actually simple if you're doing it with family because, you know, you have people there to help you. But if you're by yourself, watch my video so you know what to do. Now, something that everyone is not gonna like. Bethune Cookman does have curfew for freshmen. Let's get into it. Freshman curfew is 11 on weekdays and 12 on the weekends. And what they say is, if all the freshmen have the same curfew, then if there's parties and stuff, everybody's gonna be leaving at the same time, so it's like inclusion or whatever. But I'm just gonna let y'all know it's no fun. Like, to be real, it's no fun having curfew when you just left home. But it is smart at the same time, because there's students who come and just haven't had any freedom before and run amok. Now, if you get the right RAs, they only do it for like the first semester, and then they really, not even the first semester, the first like 2 months, they try to keep up with it. But you gotta think, RAs have a life too, so it starts to get a little more lenient after a while. But it's okay for what it is, along with everything else. But yeah, as a freshman, you will have a curfew, and you will have to abide by it, because if you don't abide by it, you get a fine, which Bethune Cookman has a lot of fines, so you really don't want one, but you get a fine if you're not there for curfew. They knock on your doors. No. They bang on your doors, and they yell, RA, and you have to open your door and just give them your ID, and then that's it for the night. They done with you. The next thing we'll talk about is the eating options at Bethune. I'm gonna be real. If you come and looking for food, if you don't want to spend no money, Bethune Cookman is not where you need to look for food. There is only 2 food options on campus, which is Wildcat Wings and the Calf. So the Calf opens 7 is breakfast, and then the Calf closes at 8 on weekdays. If you're hungry after 8 o'clock, you can go to Wildcat Wings. Wildcat Wings is open till 10, but they don't open till 2. And they have options, but I'm just letting y'all know, if you're coming with them, get used to eating chicken. Because Wildcat Wings, they only really have chicken wings, chicken sandwiches, chicken tenders. That's Wildcat. That's really all the food options. But across the street, you do have Bethune Grill. Bethune Grill is like chicken wings, and they have other food too. I just never had anything else. But Bethune Grill, I stand by you, love you down real bad, because Bethune Grill is really good. If you ever come to Bethune, you have to try Bethune Grill. That's all I'm gonna say about the eating options for, because it's really not much to eat here. Like, you're really gonna spend a lot of money on DoorDash. A lot. Me and my roommate spent, especially like the first 3 to 4 months, DoorDash was it. That was all we had, because you really don't want Wildcat every day. Like, Wildcat Wings is like, you really don't want chicken wings every day. You get tired of it, I promise. And they're always like hit or miss, like if it's good or not. It really depends on who's cooking in there that day. Next, I'm gonna go in with, I just have a Wet n Wild palette. It's a contouring palette. I just do a little bit of the dark contour around my forehead, my cheeks. I'm telling y'all, this is simple. And my nose. It's a smaller school, so it's not gonna have all the amenities that you're looking for real. If you're looking for like in-cat experience, you're not gonna get that, promise. Promise with a pinky. Yeah, that's all I have right now. Now, campus life. Campus life is interesting. They don't really have many events on campus. Now, I give them what they do have. They do try to do events during midterms. During midterms, they have events. The CAF has events, and Wildcat Wings has events. It's not really much to offer on campus. We have a library. Our library closes at 12, which is clutch, especially if you need to study later at night. I'm about to go in with the e.l.f. Buddy Blush. I'm also about to put a little bit more concealer in my under eye. People do go outside and sit on the quad though. You never know what's gonna happen on the quad. Sometimes like there's people playing, there's people talking. You can always meet somebody on the quad for real. Sometimes people will stop you and they'll be like, hey, like, are you interested in Bible study? Like, they have regular stuff on the quad. It can be fun. If that's something you're interested in, by all means. They also offer tutoring on campus. I said take it. So right now, I'm just doing a little bit of the putty blush on my cheeks, and then I'm gonna blend all of that in. You can never go wrong with too much blush. You never can have too much blush. I love me a rosy cheek. Next topic, making decisions as a freshman. This is your first time being away from your parents. So all I'm gonna say is make the best decisions for you. I've been doing pretty good with making the best decisions for me. When it comes down to like money, I am gonna say don't spend it. Don't spend it. It's gonna be hard because you're by yourself and you got groceries, but you don't think about that. You got stuff like laundry detergent you have to pay for, but you don't think about that when you're hungry at night and want DoorDash. I promise you won't. I promise. How many times have I said just go for it, whatever. Make the best decisions. If you're coming to Bethune, and I think other HBCUs have this, you're gonna experience this. I'm about to go in with the HD Flawless Setting Powder. This is an app that all the students have. Everybody, well, I don't know if everybody got Fizz, but most people got Fizz. And Fizz be hot, I'm not gonna lie. That's where you're gonna find, you can actually find friends off Fizz. You can find plenty of things off Fizz. And they just actually added this marketplace feature. So you can buy things off Fizz now. Fizz is also messy. It's messy. That's where you're gonna get your drama. Cause it be too much going on that app. So while I sit here and let this bake, I'm gonna hit y'all with a close banger. So come here close. It's a secret. I am leaving Bethune. Bethune has been a journey. It has been a journey. Now, I give Bethune all its props for where it has gotten me so far, but I am leaving. I will be attending a school in Georgia where I can be at my happiest. And I'm gonna be real, the dorm rooms are okay, but there's plenty problems. There's been times where it's rained and our dorm has flooded and the water has been off and there's been no hot water. It's been times where we had mold in our room. It's too much to have to deal with school and your school. It's just not somewhere I feel like it's gonna be long term. So the next thing I'm gonna talk about is transfer decisions. Making my transfer decision, I decided to go back to Georgia. While you don't have to do that, I decided to go home because that's where my family was. But pick the best school for you. Pick the best school for you. If you are going to transfer, pick the school that you feel like you can stay at for the next 3 years. If you feel like that school isn't working for you, don't do it. Don't do it for nobody else because they don't have to stay here. They don't have to live here. They don't have to learn. They don't have to deal with the challenges. If you're coming to Bethune, it is very stressful having to deal with not only the people here, but also the atmosphere and the amenities. When I started picking my school, I was really big on the amenities that came with it. And I also didn't ever visit Bethune, which was my downfall. So make sure if you're picking out your school, you visit. It's definitely important to visit. That's why I said in the beginning, visit. The process of transferring schools, you have to send your college transcript along with, if you have under 30 credits, you have to send your high school transcript and your SAT, ACT scores. So you have to find all of that over again and do the process of going to college all over again. I'm about to go in with a little bit more blush. Make sure you're picking the right school. That's all I'm gonna say. So right now, I'm going in with the clearing school. But I don't really let this bake for long. So right now I'm just about to pat all of this in everywhere. I love the burnt under eye. Hold up guys, let me go get some setting spray. So I just set my face. I don't really got no real makeup routine, but I have gotten way better at my makeup. If you knew me a year ago, I wouldn't have achieved this. I guess I'll put some lashes on for y'all. Now we're gonna do lips. So I'm about to go in with the Ulta Beauty Matte Lip Cream in color Tender. Just put it like in the inside. Like that. And then I'm gonna go in with just this lip gel, regular. So there goes some lips. So my last one, Thrive Cosmetics mascara. Best. This is their false lashes line. Best mascara, y'all. Alright, so this is the end of my makeup tutorial, routine, whatever you want to call it, plus talking about school. I just want to let y'all know, congratulations on getting into whatever school you got into. Please do your best when you get there. Be amazing. Be black excellence. Be excellent for your parents, whatever you want to be. And know your information before you get there. Hopefully this video helped you realize what you're getting into.